Hi everyone, my name is Anthony Chan. I'm the Director for Strategic Product with Sitecore, looking after print and commerce product in Asia. So in this presentation, I'm going to explain to you what our Print Experience Manager is about. So Sitecore, we are the market leader in the web content management space and the customer engagement management tool itself. So historically, we really play very well in the content management. We recently had acquired Commerce Server, which now we can actually also manage like the product information. Some customer may say, "Hey, can you become our product information management tool?" And this is something we can do. We can enhance the product information with some of the digital assets like the images, like the videos. And all this information will go into the Sitecore repository itself. So this information, historically, we push it out to the digital media itself or digital channels. But what we found is some customer come online and they engage with your website, they research for information, they click on certain requests. But then when they walk away, you really want to have a way to re-engage this customer or continue the journey offline. So the print, it is a very interesting channel for you to do that. So what our proposition here is to collaborate with the Adobe InDesign tool, which is the industry leading designer tool for creating a professional looking template. Which can be exported in the PDF format. But the content itself all come from the Sitecore, so we can maintain the governance of what information go online should be really in sync into the offline media itself. So we have certain cases where a customers they are using Sitecore already managing the content, publishing it, personalize it onto the external website itself. But because they are managing all this kind of content, they can go through the PXM and also the Adobe InDesign and be able to publish the information on a catalog in the print media's print format itself. We can also do something quite interesting. Not necessarily all the content are maintained in Sitecore, but some content can actually be maintained in the external data in the database or data source. So in this example, where we are pulling out information of laptops like from Sitecore, where we manage the images, the descriptions, but the pricing information actually sit outside Sitecore. So we're using the InDesign to design the template and able to pull the information out, but we also planting some of the code on the pricing location here, where when we actually generate the page, it will just go and grab the information and put it here. So when we also generate the brochure itself, we can actually dynamically generate the index such that we can actually position the right pages information here, and also we can generate the QR code such that the offline media can bring the customer quickly back into the online space as well. One of the scenario here is quite interesting. It's combining the two scenario that you've seen earlier. So what it does is we are using Sitecore here to create like a catalog such that a salesperson during the expo, they can use it to talk to the customers. The customer will show interest in two product here. And then once the customer finishes the conversation with the sales can ask for the contact information, and the salesperson can actually generate a personalized PDF itself that can be sent over to the customer over email as a follow-up. So the customers can actually consume this information in a personalized way. For example, we can call like which particular expos this conversation happened. We are addressing the person such that it's a very personalized experience. We call only the product that the customer have shown interest, and also plan out some of the sales information such that the customer can reach out to the sales afterwards if they feel interested. So this is a very powerful thing where some information we can actually drag external source, for example, pricing in this case. We manage all the images in Sitecore. We personalize and create like a offline media for a continuous follow-up. That is a very strong proposition to customers. So what I'm going to walk through is some scenarios. So the first one is HelloWorld, which is a customers that is using Sitecore today. So what HelloWorld does is they are a travel agents. They have like 1,000 different branches like across Australia. They created the sales service portal called the Hello Hub, which allow the store manager to come in and really use a template and content that is approved by HelloWorld for them to actually generate a print brochure, a voucher, and those kind of print content to the customers. So if you come to the Hello Hub, you got the login, then you can click on Begin New Job, and you can then select a particular template that you want to generate. For example, they have the major category like the banners or cards, and then they have a subcategory that you can select. So when you really want to start building that, after you select a particular template, you can say Create New Document. And then it will go into the design screen itself. So in this case, this is really to design a brochure. So what the agents or the shop manager can do is to customize, put in the particular address information here. They can see the default image. There are some text out there. So what they can do is they can start customizing the content, like the tour they make available for the Australian going to Singapore. So the backdrop here is a hotspot called the Marina Bay Sand. So they can preview it, take a look of it to see whether this is good enough for them. But they can also change the some of the content, like these are the approved images that HelloWorld publish. So they can go and say, instead of like using the Marina, the Garden by the Bay, they can actually change it to this is Marina Bay Sand, where the casino is the bottom of the building. So this may be catered for someone who really want to go out and enjoy the nightlife while they're out in Singapore, to see the modern side rather than the nature side of the country. And towards the end, after they finalize the template itself, they can actually submit the order to actually make it into a print copy and then ship it to a certain address of their choice. And they can send it to multiple addresses as well. So another example I want to show you is a travel site. We call it Jetstream. So this site will basically enable someone to log in and retrieve the information. For example, Gerard in this case log into the website. He can immediately see that he got 100 more points before he can get a free flight. So which is good. It encouraged him to do so. So now he's going to book the flight from Boston to Venice on a certain date, and the site will route him to a reservation page. So after selecting the departure flight and returning flight, we come into this thank you page. In this case, what Sitecore is going to do is we actually trigger an event at the back. So this is what we call as a goal. The goal is, say, I want to drive you a conversion. I want to drive you into a reservation of the flight. So now my goal is achieved. I can lock down the success as a KPI. So this is not just driving the unique visitors, but actually generating sales. But also to continue the engagement with you. So we're going to trigger a personalized generation of a PDF and send it to Gerard over the email. So when Gerard opens this PDF itself, he can actually see that, or the PDF is reminding Gerard he got 100 more points away from getting a free flight. But based on the insight that we know, or Jetstream know that Gerard is going from Boston to Venice, the backdrop of this is a back alley of Venice itself. So it basically really associates what Gerard is going to experience. And so if we actually move on to the page, we can actually see there will be a little bit of a description about the Venice. We have the pictures. These information are also available on the online, but we're pulling it out, the contents, such that Gerard will be reminded about like what Venice is about. Gerard, in this case, may have booked the flight, but it may not necessarily have booked the restaurant. So this is a case where we can either pull out like some of the hotel information that is available on the website, or be able to pull out like certain hotel information from a partnering site, which is external. So there will be an API call, in this case, the external site, to pull in this information and lay it out in a particular design format that is using the InDesign to enable. So we can also insert in this case like things to do. So for example, there are 5 particular tours here, 2 in the horizontal layout and 3 in the vertical layout. They all have the pictures associated with that. They have the title and they have the description. So this information can come from Sitecore and it can populate in this kind of layout via the design template. And then we can generate the QR code we can put at the back of it. So in the system, it is very easy for marketing people if they want to make certain changes. For example, in this case, this is a back cover page, and then we have the image associated with the banners. But now, if we actually want to swap that and say, I want to show the image here, and I want to change the text, like the user can actually quickly do that. We save it, we publish it. The next time when Jera come in and book the same flight again, you can actually see that we trigger the generation of a new page with a new image that the administrator has actually swapped for the destination banners. So this is basically a quick description of what the Print Experience Manager about. Again, the benefit of this is to leverage the content that is already maintained in Sitecore. We publish online, but then we'll be able to create a personalized, like a PDF using InDesign to continue engaging your customers after they drop off online, such that they can consume this kind of good content and hopefully they'll come back to you online and continue the journey and then to make some conversion with you. So thanks for watching. Hope this is useful. If you have any question, please do reach out to me. My name is Anthony Chen. Thank you. Bye-bye.